Hello to all my 10th class students. Welcome to our English class. So in this class we are going to learn the special topic from our third unit. So the complete third unit is related to the human relations. Right children? So from the third unit we had the three lessons: reading A, reading B and reading C. So in the first part we have finished the journey lesson children, and the reading B is related to poem Another Woman. Now we are coming across for the third lesson, that means reading C, the never nest children. Okay, so this is the lesson from given in the textbook. From the page number is 90. Everybody should have to open the page number 90. Already it has given in the textbook. Okay children, so let us go to the title of our lesson, the never nest. What is the meaning of this never nest? Let us see here. So it is one of the funniest one act play children. Okay, it is one of the funniest one act play, or we can call it as a drama also. Okay, so it is one of the comic, or we can call it as the one act play. So before going to start our lesson, we should have to know the title of our lesson. What is that? The never nest is there, no? So what this title mean here? Okay, so the title of the play is the never nest has two nevers. Yes or no children? So here we are able to see one never, and here we are able to see the second never. So what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that ensuring that the nest would never be built. Okay, never is nothing but never nest is nothing but the nest never be built. Ensuring that the nest never be built. The double never. Why it has given the double never here? Never because it is double never. It is emphasizing the impossibility. Okay, it is emphasizing the impossibility of the home. Emphasizing it, the never nest. The nest cannot be built for any time. In that way we can explain children. Now directly we want to go to the lesson here. That is, it is one act play I told. So in spite of going through the textbook children, so the complete summary is given in the material. So everybody can open the page number 172 from your material. So the summary is given. Let us go with the summary. Then only it will be easy for you to understand the complete one act play. So the never nest is a comic. It is the comic. Comic is nothing but funniest play or humorous play also we can tell. It is the one of the funniest play or one act play. It was written by Cedric Mount. Okay, it was written by Cedric Cedric Mount, Mound. Okay. Right, so it was written by the Cedric Mount. The play tells about the merits and the demerits of buying things on installment basis. So the complete play is telling about the merits, that means advantages, and demerits. Demerits are nothing but the disadvantages of the materials buying on the installment children. See, have you seen at our home we have many things. Okay, we had a car, furniture, okay, machineries at our home. So when you are going to buy the machineries, you will be having the two options, whether to buy on the installment or by the net payment. Yes or no? So this complete play is related to the installment only. Right? Now the writer points out that the installment system enables the low income people to have things. Okay, so the writer points. What the writer is telling here? The writer is telling that the installment system, whatever the installment, suppose any machinery you have purchased from the shop. What you should have to do when you are purchasing that material with installment means for every week or for every month you should have to pay that installment. Yes or no? It may be for 20 months, it may be for 24 months, that means equal to 1 year, like that. So some appropriate amount is allotted for you to pay for that given time. Next one. So here enables to low income people to have things. So the writer pointing is that the people who had the low income, it is the people who had the low income, who are earning the low income, for them what is happened here, it is pointing out that the installment system enables the low income people to have things. Enables are nothing but giving something authority, right? Next one, on the other hand, this system makes people extravagant. Okay, on the other hand, when the people are purchasing the things with the installment, what will happen? This system makes people extravagant. Extravagant means a lack of restraint in spending money or using money. Lack of restraint. Restraint means using the money, children. Next one, they fall into the habit of borrowing which destroy them. So whenever they are habituated of borrowing the things on the installment, lastly they are not going to develop in their life. It is given. So it is the introduction part of our lesson. The neverness. Never is nothing but it is a negative thought of a it is a negative thought where the nest cannot be built. Where the nest cannot be built, children. Now, so it is the one act play I have told, right? So it is like a drama. So when the drama occurs, there should be some characters, children. So here in our lesson, how many characters are mentioned? There are 4 characters mentioned in our lesson. So the first character is Jack, children. Jack. Okay, next character is Jill, Jill, the wife of Jack. Jill is the wife of Jack, and aunt Jane. Okay, that means she is the aunt of Jill and Jack. Next one nurse is also mentioned. One nurse character is also mentioned in our play, children. So the first one is Jack, and the Jill, Aunt Jane, and the nurse. These 4 characters are mentioned in the one act play. Let us start the story. Now the conversation is going to be happen among these 4. That means the character of the nurse is coming only very little, but the whole conversation is depending on these 3 persons. The first one is Jack, second one Jill, and between the Aunt Jane. Let us see here. So one thing I wanted to tell you, children, what is that means? So we are just discussing the summary of the one act play. So after listening the explanation of this summary of Never Nest, you can directly go through the one act play in different character. This conversation is told by the different characters in the textbook, children. Right. So from the page number 172, material, everybody should have the material and look into the material. Jack and Jill were a young married couple. So these 2, Jack and Jill, both of them were couples, children. Okay, newly married couple also we can tell. Young couple is nothing but a newly married couple. Now, if they have got married means they should have to do something to have the livelihood. What they need? They need the shelter first. They need the food. After the shelter and the food, when they began to live for when they began to continue their living, after few years or after few months, they will be having some children also. Yes or no? Right. So Jack and Jill were a young married couple. One day, Aunt Jane visited them. So this Aunt Jane is the related. Okay, Aunt Jane is the relation of the Jack and Jill. Okay, aunt. Have you seen the relation? We are discussing about the human relations, children. So here the relations is nothing but Jack is the husband of Jill, and Aunt Jane is the aunt of Jack and Jill. That means she is one of the family member, I think so. Now one day what is happened? Aunt Jane has visited to the house of this Jack and Jill. Now she was pleased to see their cozy home and beautiful furniture. So she was very pleased. It means she felt very happy. Okay, she felt very happy, or she felt very great pleasure by seeing that cozy home. Cozy is nothing but warm and comfortable, children. Cozy is nothing but warm or comfortable. The house which has full luxury. Okay, that means the house consists of good furniture, sofa set, okay, television, and different types of machinery which we are using in our daily life at our homes. Next, so there are cozy house and beautiful furniture. She liked very much. They were enjoying all the modern comforts. So whatever the comforts we are enjoying in our present life, children, so both couples are enjoying all the comfort. They had a radiogram. So What the Aunt Jane has observed in the house of the Jack and Jill here? She observed that they had a radiogram. That means radio, children. A car, okay, a vehicle, car, a piano, and a refrigerator. In olden days, we don't have the refrigerator to have cool down the water or to preserve something, vegetables or whatever it may be. Okay, the people used to use the pots to have the cold water, but this in the new generation, everybody are using the refrigerators to preserve the food items. Okay, to have the water and whatever it may be. Aunt Jane thought that it was wonderful, so she thought, "Arey, they have newly married and they have bought everything. They have got everything which is necessary to them," and she was very surprised by seeing them. She was surprised to know that they had all those things, even though Jack's salary was not very high. So she was surprised by seeing that the Jack is there, no children. Our main character, the Jack, he used to earn very little amount of money every month. So from that little amount of money only, he has bought all the things. She thought that Jack has bought all the things, whatever the salary he is getting for a month. Okay. Now she was surprised to know that they had all those things, even though Jack's salary was not very high. Aunt Jane worried whether the check given by her to them for their wedding present was for 200 pounds or 2000 pounds. So when they are going to marry, no children, we will give the present or a gift for our neighbors or for relatives who is going to be married. Listen, now the Aunt Jane is feeling that she might have mistaken the check which was given in the marriage of Jack and Jill. Okay, instead of giving the 200 pounds, she would have given the 2000 pounds. Okay, she is thinking that she might have got mistaken. She couldn't understand how they could possess all those things. See, after seeing all the luxurious things in the house of the Jack and Jill, she is getting doubt here. Okay, how could they possess? How could they get? Okay, how could they purchase all those things in their low salary? Next, she felt that the rent for such a house must be very high. So whatever the house they are living, whatever the house they are living, the rent of the house was very high. Now she is surprised to see that how they are going to pay the rent of the house. Jack replied that the house was there. So whenever the Aunt Jane is putting the question, how we have got from those salary, what you are earning, now Jack is going to give the reply. In what way? He is telling that whatever the house we are living, it is our own house. Okay. Now he explained to her that they had purchased the house on installment basis. So he told that the Jack told to the Aunt Jane that he has purchased the house in the installment. Means whatever the house they have owned, they have taken, okay, they have got. So it was taken in the installment, children. Okay, installment is nothing but the money which is paid in a term wise. Also we can tell term wise, right? Next one. They had to pay only 10 pounds in each cash and a few quarterly installment to own the house. Okay, so that means they should have to pay only 10 pounds in each cash. In each cash means in term wise. Okay, in each term they should have to pay only 10 pounds, and it was only few quarterly. Okay, and a few quarterly installment to own the house. So after paying that after paying the amount in few months, this house is going to be happen theirs only. Aunt Jane came to know that they had bought everything on installment basis. Lastly, she came to know that everything, not only house, children, whatever the machineries is present, whatever the furniture is present in their Jack and Jill's house, it was completely bought through the installment basis only. Lastly, she came to know. Now, Jack's salary was only pounds a week. So whatever the salary he is getting, Jack, it was only in pounds. But he had to pay actually to 7 pounds 8 and 8 pence a week. So here Jack's salary was only 6 pounds, children. So if you refer the textbook, in the textbook it is given the Jack's salary is about only 6 pounds only, but the expenditure which he is making on the installment, it is about 7 pounds 8 and 8 pence a week. Okay, that means every week's salary, every week's installment they are going to pay in that amount. When Aunt Jane asked Jack how he could pay the installment amount, okay, so the Aunt Jane is putting the question for the Jack here. What? How could you able to pay the installment amount? He replied that he could borrow money from the theft and Providence Trust Corporation for the payment. So whatever the salary you are getting, Aunt Jane is asking to the Jack here, whatever the salary is getting from the work, it is not enough to pay the installment. The remaining money, how you are going to pay? Aunt Jane is asking, means Jack is giving the reply in that way that there is one trust, okay, from the Thrift and Providence Trust Corporation. That means one corporation is going to give them loans. From that loan only they are going to pay that remaining amount. Aunt Jane was shocked to hear it. Okay, so for paying that extra amount also they are just borrowing the money from the trust. Okay, from the corporation they are taking the loans. Then what is the use, children? It is very difficult for a man to survive, no? Even though we are going to have all the luxuries with installment, every month you are not going to have any savings. It will be very bad to hear. Now Aunt Jane also felt very bad. Now Aunt Jane couldn't want to stay at their house anymore. So Aunt Jane, she did not want to stay at their house anymore. Why? Because she felt very bad. What is that? Everything what is present in their house was completely borrowed by the installment basis only. Nothing was belonging to them. Nothing was belonging to them. Before her leaving, she gave them a check worth £10 and asking them to pay off one of their bills and make at least one article completely theirs. So here in our lesson, not only the house was borrowed through the installment, what is the furniture is there, what is the refrigerator, radiogram, okay, so all the things were purchased, all the things were borrowed through the installment only. And who is the owner of the furniture here? In the lesson it has given Mr. Sage, S-A-G-E-S, okay, Mr. S-A-G-E, Mr. Sage. Okay, so Mr. Sage is the owner of all the furniture here. Okay, whatever the furniture Jack has bought from the Mr. Sage, he is paying the installment for that furniture also, right? And on that furniture, the Aunt Jane doesn't want to take any rest or any relaxation. Now, next one. Before her leaving, she gave them a check worth £10 and asked them to pay off and one of their bills and make at least one article completely theirs. So by seeing the condition of the Jack and Jill's home, everything was borrowed with the installment only. Now the Aunt Jane has decided to give some money to the people, and lastly when she was leaving the home, she told that at least to buy this money you should have to own your own thing. Okay, you should have to buy your own thing or pay the installment so that the thing belongs to you only. When Jack went to see Aunt Jane to the bus, Jill sent the money to Dr. Martin. Okay, so whatever the check was given, no, the check was taken by the Jill here. It was taken by the Jill, and this Jack has went with the Aunt Jill to live near to the bus stop here. So before coming to the home of Jack, Jill has given the check, sent the check to the Dr. Martin's home. Why? Let us see here. But Jack had different thoughts. Okay, so actually that check, whatever the check was given by the Aunt Jane, no, Jack wanted to pay the installment. Okay, Jack wanted to pay the installment to whatever the car they have borrowed, children. Next, he wanted to pay off 2 installment on the car. Okay, so he wanted to pay off 2 installment on the car. So whatever the money the Aunt Jane has given, £10 she has given, no. Okay, so £10 she has given. That £10 is equal to the 2 months of installment of a car. Jack wanted to pay the 2 installment of that car. Jack got angry when he heard that the check was sent to the doctor. So when Jill has sent the check to the doctor, Jack has become very angry, and he told that why you have sent the check to the doctor. Jill told him that they had to pay one more installment and the baby would really raise. So here, see what the great thing we have seen here. So whatever the installment, everything children, everything they have borrowed with the installment basis only. Even though the treatment which was made by the doctor to their son, okay, so whatever the treatments done by the doctor to their son, it was also done with the installment only. So if you pay the installment, the son also will belongs to ourselves. That's why in that thought Jill has went and paid the installment money to the doctor, and she has borrowed her son, okay, that means she has taken her son, owned her son, okay. Next, the end of the play is ironical. Ironical means what here? Work done opposite to what we have expected. So here the complete play was ironical. Ironical means it is completely related to what here? It was completely related to the installment. Yes or no? So it was completely related to the installment. Whatever the money they are earning, they are completely earning. They are paying to the installment purpose only, which they have the furniture which they have bought. Now the play is really a satire on the modern man's carving of things or installment. So the complete play is a satire. Satire means humor. You will be getting laugh now children by hearing this all the things. Okay, so everything is bought with the installment means nothing is belonging to them. Even though the son also, which was taken by even the son also, the treatment which is given the doctor, that fees also was they are paying according to the installment basis only. Next one. So this is a really a satire, humor on the modern man's carving. Carving is nothing but a powerful desire for something of things on installment. So it is one of the humorous play which is related to the installment. Right children? So this is the small lesson which is given. This is the small one act play which is given in our third unit reading C part children. So everybody might have understood. I think here some meanings are given, which the words which had came in our lesson. Villa is nothing but a small house standing in its own garden. So in a garden there is a small beautiful house, that is called the villa. Next, cozy is nothing but warm and comfortable. Here cozy is given. Cozy house is nothing but a house which have all the comfort, all the luxuries also we can tell. Shriek means a high loud cry. So when the Aunt Jane has heard that everything was bought with the installment, she made a shriek, a high loud cry. Next, exclaim, speak with strong feelings. Next, thin gummy means a word used in spoken English when the names of an object is being forgotten. Suppose if you have forgotten any name of anything, names of the thing, what you will do, just without calling with that name, you just tell thin gummy. Next, tartar is nothing but an irritable, okay, getting irritation or hard to cope with a person. Next, few is one type of expression children, expression of tiredness or shock of relief also. Next, lounge, 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 sitting room children, or we can tell it as the relaxing room also, lounge. Next, uneconomic means not likely to be profitable. Uneconomic which is not giving profit to us, that is called uneconomic. Next, relent, decide to be less strict, determined or harsh. Next, endorse, write one's name on the back of a check. Endorse check means write one's names on the back of a check. Infant means we have came across the baby in our lesson of children, so that is called the infant. Infant means during the first 5 years of life. So from first month to the first day of the baby to from the first day born baby to the age of the 5, this is called the infant. Blackout means temporary loss of consciousness. Okay, temporary loss of consciousness. Temporary loss of blackout is nothing but we are having the unconsciousness for a temporary purpose. Okay, so this is the lesson we have completed from our reading See children. Okay, in the next class we are going to have the few more topics related to this lesson. Okay, so hope everybody might have understood the video. Watch the video and read the lesson from our English textbook, children. I have mentioned the page 90. Go through that one actively. So bye to everybody.